What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your girl Jay Iman, and welcome back to the Ecto Gym.
Spread it like Wi-Fi, baby.
So this video.
Alright, so before we get started, I wanted to quickly apologize about the angle of the video. It will be a little off. My head will be cut off a little bit. I did not check the markings before I started recording because I was a little behind in time, but I promise that there's some good information, so go ahead and stick around.
Today we will be talking about Apetamin. Yes, Apetamin. My last video, I asked you all to send me a DM to let me know if you wanted this video, and I did get a response from that. And the beautiful Jim asked, how did I get my Apetamin to work? But first I want to start off by letting you know that it is okay to take Apetamin. Yes, there are different ways that you can get the same results that you are looking for without Apetamin, but it's still available. And I know that's very hard to hear from somebody who is a trainer, but the truth is that everyone's body type is completely different. Just because one person is able to sustain the weight faster than another person does not mean that Apetamin is not necessary. Sometimes we do need that kick start. And so I am here to make sure that you guys are doing it safely, responsibly, and doing it to reach your full potential. So the first step to making Apetamin work is knowing how it works. A lot of people don't know that Apetamin actually slows down your metabolism, and it takes about 2 to 3 days for your body to stabilize itself to continue to let you go on with the rest of your day normally. And these 2 or 3 days are done in the beginning of taking Apetamin. These are what you hear are the sleepy days. You're sleepy because your metabolism is slowed down. Everything is kind of in a sleep paralysis type of state. So before you start this, you want to know exactly what your goal is. When I started taking Apetamin, my goal was never to stay on Apetamin. So the recommended amount of Apetamin on the box it tells you to take is 10 milliliters 3 times a day. I knew that I did not really want to do that every single day. So what I decided to do was play with Apetamin a bit. What I would do was I would take Apetamin 3 times a day, the 10 milliliters, for the first 5 to 7 days. Allow my body to go into a sleep paralysis state, allow it to get used to the Apetamin, and then I will cut it off. And the reason why I would start cutting it off like that is because I didn't want my body to start needing Apetamin. I wanted it to get used to it being in my system, but I didn't want my body to actually need Apetamin for me to get the gains that I wanted. So after the 5 to 7 days, I would cut down my intake of Apetamin each day to maybe 2 doses of 10 milliliters or 1 dose of 10 milliliters. I would fluctuate throughout the rest of the time. And what that did was it allowed my metabolism to catch back up and allow my brain to start working together with the Apetamin. I didn't want to be an Apetamin zombie. I wanted my body to naturally be able to produce the need and the want to eat the food and get the calories that I needed in order to reach my goals. And I wanted to make a quick point here in this video. A lot of people don't like Apetamin because they feel as though they take it and then as soon as they're done taking it, they lose all the weight. And yes, this is true and it does happen. But the reason why it happens is because you're taking your body into calorie amounts that your body has never taken before. Your body might be used to you eating 2,000 calories a day or 2,500 calories a day, right? But when you start taking Apetamin, that 2,500 and that 2,000 calories quickly turn into 4,000 calories in a day. This is one way of how people accumulate the Apetamin belly. Another thing that I want you to take into consideration is that it's really not healthy for you to gain 10 pounds or 15 pounds in a week. I know we hear it a lot on YouTube of these girls glorifying the fact that they've gained so much weight in a week, but it's not worth it. Imagine your body as a balloon, and every time you get on Apetamin, you blow the balloon up. But when you stop taking it, you deflate it. So you take it again, you blow it up. Then you stop taking it, you deflate it. Imagine what your body will look like after you've taken it through a roller coaster of things. It's not gonna be what you want. Looks don't come first, safety comes first. That's something that you should always remember. So by me changing the dosage on the 2nd week and beyond that point while taking Apetamin, what that did is allow my body and my mind to work together so that I can achieve these gains. Also, in those weeks, I wasn't gaining 10 to 15 pounds. I was gaining maybe somewhere between 3 to 5 pounds per week, but it was sustainable weight. And the reason why it was sustainable weight is because I wasn't just stuffing my face with anything. A lot of times when you're taking the recommended dose of Apetamin, you turn into the Cookie Monster. Your body will start craving food like it's scary, to the point where you don't care what you eat, you just want to put something in your system. All fat is not good fat. All fat is not going to get you what you want. And a lot of times you could be working against yourself by eating the wrong things and then thinking that you're going to go in the gym and try to shape it. It's impossible. Some saturated fats, a lot of dirty calories, those things will stick to you in the wrong places and cause you to have to do extra work on the back end. Which leads me into my second point, which is you want to make sure that you are supplementing your body with the right nutrients and protein so that it can help sustain what you're doing in the long run. You want to eat foods that are high in protein, good in fats, right? So you have your avocado, peanut butter, quinoa, bananas. The list goes all the way down. I'm gonna actually put a list right here so that you know the types of foods that are really good for you to eat while you're trying to gain weight and sustain the weight. Keep in mind that you will not be as hungry as the girl who's taking Apetamin 3 times a day at 10 milliliters. You are still responsible for getting those calories into your body yourself. And I know as an ectomorph, that's a problem that we all have, which is why I started to eat low density, high calorie foods. And what this means is that I'm eating smaller portions of food, but they have higher calories and good protein in them. That's equivalent to me eating a much larger meal. This is how you prevent the melt of Apetamin after you get off Apetamin. With you eating these healthier foods and getting these healthier gains, you're actually putting yourself above the people who are eating more calories than you by eating junk food or eating fast food or any other types of food that they want. They might be getting that weight, but more than likely because it's more calories than their body is used to, a lot of that weight is either water weight or it is waste. This is also another reason why the weight melts off after you stop taking Apetamin, because most of it's not supposed to be there in the first place. So, cleaner food, cleaner gain, period. And that leads me to the next tip, which is work out, sis. You have to work out, because if you do not work out during this Apetamin process, that weight is going to go wherever it wants. Now, don't get me wrong. Genetics still play a very, very huge part in where your weight is distributed, but we do have the power to manipulate that weight and where it goes. So by eating healthier foods, by not stuffing your face with dead calories, these gains are gonna stick. The gym is literally the glue to keeping your gains after Apetamin, okay? So you wanna make sure that you're getting yourself on a regimen that is tailored to your body type. When you're in the gym, you wanna make sure that you're hitting those problem areas. You also wanna make sure that you're hitting those areas that you want to grow. Make sure that you're weight training a lot. As an ectomorph, it is important for us to weight train because we know fat slips off our body faster than muscle. So it's important for us to build on top of that fat, to change that fat into muscle so that when we stop taking Apetamin, the gains stay there. And along with taking Apetamin, don't be afraid to try other supplements with it. I am lactose intolerant, but I do suggest you take a protein powder, and it does not have to be whey. I actually take Naked Mass. It's amazing. I know a lot of people like Girl Gainz. Y'all, I'm cheap, so I like the brand and everything, but Naked Mass gives you a little bit more for less. It has a little bit less ingredients. It may have maybe 100 or 200 less calories, but honey, you could substitute that. Go throw something inside of your smoothie and substitute for the extra calories that are missing and save yourself about $50 or $60. You know what I'm saying? Again, nothing against Girl Gainz. Great brand, everything. But for a cheap girl like me, I like Naked Mass, okay? So, and I am not sponsored by Naked Mass either, but I'm going to let you know that Naked Mass definitely helped me in the process of retaining my gains as well as helping me get healthy gains. So make sure that you're taking something like that. Also, another supplement that helps while you're in the gym is, again, like how I have right here, because I'm about to work out, y'all. I'm gonna make another video for you guys, so that's why I'm trying to get juiced up on my pre-workout. This is a Celsius. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I actually just am a promotional model for Celsius, but I do stand behind this brand as a pre-workout because it is all natural and it gets the job done. but you want to get a pre-workout. And what a pre-workout does is it helps you maximize on your workout. Your performance is a lot better. You're a lot more focused, which also helps you get those gains. Somebody please tell them to start paying me for this shit. All right. And if you're a fan of creatine, I would suggest you take something like that as well during your process of you working out at the gym, because it also helps sustain that weight and it also helps you with those muscle gains. So these are my tips on how to gain healthy weight with Apetamin and also how to sustain the weight afterwards. All these tips can be used with or without Apetamin. Apetamin is just a boost for everything else. But if you continue to do everything else without Apetamin, you'll still be able to sustain and also build on top of what you gained during your Apetamin process. If you have any more questions about Apetamin or my Apetamin journey or how you can improve your Apetamin journey, feel free again to email me, DM me on Instagram, leave me a comment. If you guys have any more suggestions on videos that you would like to see, hit me up, let me know, and I'll try to push them out for you. Again, thank y'all for being here. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you again. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for giving me an outlet to be able to help others, and I pray that I can get more gems on my squad. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we out. Peace.
Yes.